Hi, I'm Anita. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about the Etsy Fall 2021 Trends Report. And the Trends Report can be a bit overwhelming, especially if you're a new seller. So I'm going to talk about how to use the report, how to get some ideas for new products, as well as talking about some of the trends that are mentioned in the report. And please remember, if this video has helped you out at the end, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel, as I'll be doing more trend videos in the future. The trend report, they do tell you, and I'll have a link in the description below to the trend report, or you can go to the Etsy handbook and search Fall 2021 Trend Report. But they do tell you in the report how to use the report. So some of the ways to use the Fall Trend Report is for getting new ideas for products. But don't force yourself to create something new just to fit into a trend. If the trend fits into what you're doing, then that's great. But it's not a good idea to try to make something to fit the trend. Expanding your potential customer base with products that appeal to a wider range of shoppers. Updating your photos with on-trend styling. This is a good idea it's something that new sellers might not think of. You can put a few little fall leaves or seasonal items sort of scattered around your product in a flat lay, and that can make customers get the fall vibe feeling on your listing, and it might help them to put it in their cart and check out. To refresh your shop banner with seasonal details, and I try to refresh my shop banner every season. So right now I'm in summer, so I've got like July 1st and July 4th things in my banner, but when I get to fall, I'm going to change it up and put some of my fall products in my banner. And then you can also plan your inventory for upcoming holidays. Some of our upcoming holidays are Labor Day on September 6th, back to school. The kids in the USA, I think, are going back in August, and the kids in Canada are going back in September. And there's quite a few ideas in the trend report for back to school items. Thanksgiving in Canada is coming up in October, and that one always sneaks up on everybody because it's early in the season. But we have our Thanksgiving, I think it's the second Sunday in October. So if you are a Canadian shop and you're wanting to market to Canadian buyers, make sure you get your Thanksgiving listings up pretty soon here, like by the end of July would be a good idea. And then of course there is Halloween coming on October 31st. And not all of us can create Halloween costumes, but sometimes we can create a small Halloween product line. This year I have a bag line planned that's centered around Halloween. Another one of the trends that is mentioned in the trend report is cozy crafting at home. So think about how you could teach someone to do your craft. Maybe you can create a PDF tutorial file that they could purchase as a digital item. That's actually what's selling the best in my shop right now, is the PDF patterns that I have. So if you don't have any, you might think about how you could create one. Don't share how you make your bestseller or whatever, but maybe you can think of something that you don't mind sharing a tutorial on how to make for all the DIYers out there. There's a whole lot of new DIY customers that have emerged since 2020. Another trend that was mentioned in the early trend report for 2021 was Cottage Core, and that word keeps coming up. So I decided to look it up on Google, look up the hashtag on Instagram, and figure out what Cottage Core is. Cottage Core is a trend towards self-sufficiency, gardening, baking, but it also has an aesthetic to the trend. So it's sort of like fantasy fairy tale, lots of gnomes and mushrooms and fairies, and there's even outfits that are cottage core, clothing items. So I started thinking about how could I do something cottage core in my shop, and I'm thinking I might do a cottage core style Christmas stocking this year. So I already make Christmas stockings in the holiday season, so this is an example of fitting the trend to something that I already do. You could think about maybe having a Halloween cottage core, like maybe a spookier cottage core item. Victorian Halloween is very popular, and you might be able to fit the sort of Hansel and Gretel spooky cottage feel into your product line, or take a jar and fill it with spooky things like maybe something that spiders or something, but then give it a Victorian twist. Just find an old jar like this from the thrift shop. Think about how you can fit those Victorian and cottage core Halloween trends into your Halloween product line. The trend report has links at the top of the report that you can click on to get to your specific category that applies to you. So for example, for myself with quilts, I would click on home and living, and then you can get right to that section of the report and get through that area and find things that are relevant to your shop quickly. The main trends that are mentioned in the report are back to school, fall cozy entertaining, especially outdoor entertaining. People are still wanting to get together in groups outdoors, so you can see if you can figure out some products around that if that fits with your shop. And of course Halloween, as I mentioned, with cottage core and Victorian details and just the usual traditional Halloween. But people are looking for cozy feelings in the fall. They're wanting to spend time with family and friends and reconnect, so that's what this trend report is all about. So take a look through it and see how you can apply it to your shop. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos from Daydreams of Quilts. Best of luck on Etsy.